introduction on first, before the G brand, we have Logitech, and I just wanted to say also a few words on Logitech and the Logitech history. And some of you are from US, and in the Bay Area, a company tends to be born in garage or kind of these places. So, we have the Swiss version here of that, which is basically the farm. So we are born in the farm in 1981, a small farm which is in a village 20 kilometers out of here. The village is called Apple. Funny. but that's where basically Logitech was founded in 81 by 6 guys who met in Stanford. And basically they didn't found it only in Switzerland, they found it in US as well. And I think that reflects the very international aspect of Logitech. We have offices all over the world, and as we say, we are not a Swiss company, we are not an American company, we are really a worldwide company. Myself, I came a few years later, but I've been around for 18 years in Logitech. I've been spending a lot of time in Asia. I was based 10 years in Asia, in Taiwan. And in fact, a lot of people in my team have been going through the same. We really want people to move around, so they experience Logitech not as a single place, but as a big world where you can move and learn a lot of things, facing many cultures. And when I talk about history, I need to bring one of the first products of Logitech. This is the one, so don't worry, we're not going to ask you to do some gaming with this one. Probably it won't meet the latest. But this is a mouse that was designed in 79, 80 here in DPFL. And in fact, this is where we are today, in this huge campus. This is one of the top engineering schools in Switzerland. We basically have 2 schools with master degree level for engineering. One is here, one is in Zurich, and they are really in the top 20 in the worldwide university. This university collaborates with MIT, for example. And in this school, in the 80s, there were some people having the idea of, hey, we should do a mouse, we should do something, and that was part of the macro computer lab, and there were already some Logitech people, before even Logitech existed, working on that. And then Logitech was founded, and that became one of the first flagship products. So I want to highlight this because Logitech is not just a newcomer, someone who just decided, hey, let's make gaming mice. I mean, this is our DNA, this is our culture, this is something we do since 35 years. And today we do it in this beautiful location of this huge campus. And why being here? It gives us fantastic access. We have access to all the labs, we have access to fantastic research. If you look at the G402, the fusion engine is something where we work together with some of the top guys in the school. It gives us access to students, to a lot of young people, a lot of great interns and great talent. And see, this is a typical creation phase for one of our products. We do brainstorming. And the problem is that if you only had guys like me who would be 18 years in the company, the problem we have is that every year we age 1 year. And we're getting older, and we're getting probably disconnected from the product. So here, in all those brainstorming, we can really bring a lot of students, a lot of young people, a lot of gamers who can give us fantastic feedback. Tell us, hey, come on, Maxime, you're old, you don't get it. Let me explain you what people my age want, what people my age use. And I think this is the fantastic thing of being here, really in a place where a lot of things happen also in gaming. There is a LAN party organized by the school twice a year, and of course we are sponsoring it and we are part of it. So being in EPFL is probably one of the blessings of Logitech, and this is where Logitech is born, finally, where the mouse is born after, of course, the first invention in US, but then it really grew up here, and this is where Logitech is now. And then I want to say a few words on design. Design is a key thing, and when I say design, and of course here we have the Boom, which is one of our iconic products that a lot of young people use and love. But design is not only the industrial design, it's the full product experience. And here we spend a lot of time getting feedback from people. As you heard yesterday, we had a lot of gamers here, and we spend hours and hours getting their feedback. Design is about doing the product right, the right packaging, the right usability, the right setup of the product, the right experience when you plug it in and when you use it. And this is what we are about, doing beautiful products, but also products that are really easy to use, where we get all the feedback we need from the most experienced people. And then there is the last thing that for me is absolutely key, because you can have the best history, the best science, the best ideas, the best design, But then you need to make the product. You need to transform all that goodwill in something people can use and touch. And how you do it? You do it with a factory. It's hardware, it's not software. Someone has to assemble it. And I think here it's one of the major differences. Because honestly, most of our competitors, they will go to China and maybe leverage some existing factories. That's not the case in Logitech. We have our own factory. I spent myself 10 years in Asia. I spent months there, often sitting on the benches, trying to assemble the mouse myself, explaining operators how we do it. And you know, the blessing of having your own factory is really that you control every detail of what you do. It's not someone else doing the product for you that will maybe take a few shortcuts, will maybe, let's try to simplify yourself some. This is a factory, and they do it exactly the way we design it, exactly the way we intend it. This is the reason you can see the click on 402 and 502, you know, to get that right feeling. It's all about the way you assemble it, and it's all about the way you control your factory. And again, all the guys in my team, they've been there. I have a very big team in China that is sitting in the factory, controlling everything. That's a key asset we have compared to a lot of the competition, as all our gaming mice are coming from this factory. And when I say factory, I say big. I say 3 million products a week going to 100 countries. Because again, this is 30 years we do mice. This is 30 years we do peripheral. And that's shortly the story of Logitech. But now we are going to talk about Logitech G. And for that, Ben and Ujesh will lead you to the first floor, where we'll continue the presentation. Again, welcome to Logitech, and I hope you will enjoy this fantastic day.
So we're just going to go over here to the